Hi everybody, welcome to my new video. It'll be a quickie because I don't have a lot of time right now, but I wanted to talk about this game. Sonic and the Fallen Star. What an experience! Now, because the sequel just got a release trailer a few months ago, I decided to make a review of the game. And here it is. So we've got some reading because I decided to be lazy. Yay! So I'm gonna give you my opinions on the game. Not simply, but I think this will be a good video to people type people over. So, starting off, this game, Sonic the Fallen Star, looks incredible. The graphics, amazing. The backgrounds are so beautifully detailed and animated as well. Sonic feels so expressive and fun. Look at this crouching animation. Look at him. Okay, he's so cool. Everything feels so cool and expressive. Not to mention Sonic's moveset. It's quite innovative. It's bringing back the classic drop dash and steel peel-out, which is in Sonic fan games a lot of the time, but it's certainly used to its full potential, and I think Sonic Fallen Star really does use it. It feels just great. And in this game, Sonic really does feel fast. He feels so fast, in fact, that it's like kind of the main staple of the game. Though it does come with a few issues, in my opinion, especially in regards to level design. And while we're here, I'd say that the colors and the art style in general are excellent. It's one of the prettiest looking games I've ever seen. Like, genuinely, dude. Every zone has a beautiful, appealing, and fun color scheme that feel nice and poppy, but not too ungodly bright, so it burns your eyes like a lot of Sonic games nowadays do. It's perfect. So this is where the issues start coming in. I think a lot of levels can be beaten really quickly because of how fast the game is. It feels like you can zip so quickly from the start to the end of the level that it's actually kind of crazy. And I hope we'll fix this in the sequel, because it's really fun to go fast, but then you lose all the nuance and care of having that fun speed. I think for a remake or update or the sequel, they should emphasize more of a mix of platforming and speed, because I'm not touching the controller here. That you just saw was the game, what I'd say, in itself. And I hope it's something the developers can learn from the next time they make the game. Because this game is so fun, but it just feels kind of slow. Or, like, it feels kind of that was a great example. It feels really fast, but in like a, whoa, can we control the game for a second kind of way, and not a, I'm lazy at the speed of light. Which I think it becomes a real issue. But I think throughout the game, it kind of flip-flops from being okay to being really weird. Because you have levels that are very platforming oriented, but have just as much speed, like Raspberry River. And then there's levels like second one, I don't remember what it's called. That feel as if we're just running for 2 minutes, and there's not really much nuance to that. It doesn't feel like a Sonic level. It feels like a mini act that you see in a game. I do like speed, but I think for a level that's mostly speed, I think it should be condensed into a small portion of the game instead of being like a zone. I think if you're gonna have a speedy zone, maybe condense it into one act instead of having it be an entire zone. You know, have the gameplay be a mix of speed and platforming and exploration, that kind of stuff. And I think make it a little better. You know? So it's less of, whoop, I'm going fast, but I'm not doing anything, to, I'm going fast and I'm having the greatest time, because I can control my speed, and it's so fun and good, and I can jump up and I keep that momentum into a platforming section, and that's very cool. But it just feels like they want more attention to the visuals and the gameplay. You know? But the game doesn't play horribly. It's very fluid and fun. I can just turn on this game when I want to take a break, and I am very happy. It's fun. It's speedy. It's pretty casual, but I think for a Sonic fan game, it should really be more of a time investment. You know, instead of a game that you can play whenever you want. And I think that's okay, but like, it feels like it takes too little of time. I think bust out a run of this game in like maybe an hour, get all the chaos symbols out of the game. It feels way too fast. Oh yeah, it's the perfect time to talk about bosses, because we're fighting a boss, baby. Bosses are really boring. They can be fun at first, but the moment you start going, it feels very uncreative. You know, the bosses, I feel like they need more phases. I feel like we need more boss. You just saw that one pass in like 5 seconds. That's what most of the bosses are like. Except a few that are really just... They're weirdly... I'll explain it. They're a nothing burger. Some of these bosses are a nothing burger, and they don't work. The Raspberry River bosses are major nothing burgers. And the bosses in Tropical Track, which is this level, are big nothing burgers too. I think the zone was a bunch of that was a big nothing burger. And the zones of this game are really, really goddamn creative and fun. Like, you've got totally original concepts, but, you know, it ends up not being fun because of the level design. That's a big down for me. I really love some of these stage ideas. They seem really unique and very fun, but they don't have the kind of development that's actual Sonic Zone. Oh, and I know this is StarDrop's first time making this kind of game. It's excellent for a first project. I think taking maybe more of a Sonic 3 philosophy would have been a much better option than the design they kind of went for. It's giving me Sonic 2, you know? The base concept of Sonic 2. It's like if someone told you, oh yeah, Sonic is fast. You know? It's what you envision. I think the best part of the levels is the music, honestly. Holy Taylor just an incredible bunch of incredible pieces. Like this one right here. So so good. It feels like an official Sonic soundtrack from the classic days up to the retro era. So good and fun. It's poppy and loud, but in a way that feels like Sonic, not like a general fan game soundtrack. Like Sonic music. Funky, it's fast. When I talk about a great soundtrack, this is it. This is a great soundtrack. Now, for something a little more in depth, and I think Special Stages have great music, but besides that, I think Special Stages kind of suck. I really hate the special stages. I think while they're creative and they look wonderful, they are super difficult and not in a this is how I get better kind of way. It's a to tell me how I can beat this right now kind of way. You know, it's not good. I had trouble a bunch with the 7th battle stage because it's very strict when it comes to blue sphere requirements. Now, like if you don't know, the fast stages work as if the main task is to collect a myriad of blue spheres and rings will come to make your way up to the Chaos Emerald which you are chasing. I think that's cool. But the way they do it just doesn't feel right, you know? I think it depends way too much on how things like work in contrast to what you're doing. I think the special stages are way too trial and error instead of being like actual special stages. I know it's supposed to be difficult. I think StarDrop did perfectly. An issue I have with is depth perception, and that's why something made this better. Because special stages are in 3D, which means you can like tell kind of where you are via the depth of your character. Though I have no clue where I am within the special stage. It's super hard to tell. To be honest, I think this game is fun, and the music is great, and the gameplay is great. But when it comes to the special stages and their rewards, the rewards are the worst. I really like Supersonic, but was it really worth it? First time I played this game, I got the Supersonic very easily, actually, because there's a glitch in this game where you can restart the level and go back to your first stage to restart it. And the worst boss of the game was the final boss of the game, where you get all chaos symbols. And I didn't think much of it because it's just a boss, and I beat it more than once. But to get 100%, I'd say you have to beat both campaigns as Sonic and Tails. And when I played the campaign as Tails, I wasn't thinking, oh, it's not going to be a good ending or a super. But no, they have Super Tails does exist, and he's very fun to play as Tails. He's the best character ever, but even better. Obviously, you'd want to do that. Think there'd be any other answer? Obviously, I want to play as Super Tails. But the issue comes in where that extremely difficult final boss has to be played twice to both good endings and get the star earning on the modes. Obviously, I did get this, but it's not worth it. The final boss is just atrocious. It is so bad. I think the reason why is because the final boss doesn't have any progression. I'd say the final boss has two phases. The first phase is the one where at the very start where you get it from the first layer of the boss hits. Then the second phase is the second layer of boss hits. But in the end, it's the same. The attacks repeat. And I think the worst part is that every single attack gets rid of your rings. And with an extremely small playing field, it also means that the boss isn't interesting. It doesn't feel like you're going anywhere. You're just stuck in the middle of the screen. I think Doomsday was so compelling is that you were chasing Eggman in the sky. I think you're moving somewhere. You're going places. And also that had two phases. And I think that would work up better for a lot of these bosses in this game. Yeah. And to be honest, the rewards aren't worth it. You get to see some artwork and listen to music and see every cutscene. But I feel like if there was going to be an actual reward that would be worth it, I think either like a completely new campaign or like an entirely new campaign or some new game mode. Also, the first time you get the good ending is the only time you get rewards. Which means it doesn't feel like it's worth getting both endings for anything. It just feels like that is a waste of time, and that I'd rather just be getting an ending and then reaping the rewards, but obviously I played both endings. To be honest, when it comes to endings, these games have good rewards for skilled players. I was playing Crash Bandicoot recently, and skins for you to play at. They don't give you new moves, but I think a good reward like that is a new skin or a new character. It's feel worth it, you know? Or a mode where you can just do whatever you want with no time limit or something like that. I think it would have made this game a lot more worth completing, where you could just watch the game on watch a game on a video. Watch JPin88 play the entire game. Though honestly, this game I felt compelled to play it because this is a fun-looking game, and it really is fun. It can go fast. It has movement and momentum. It feels free, fun. It doesn't work because it has no nuance. It feels empty. You know? Yeah. Sometimes you'll be retrying things, they get really boring. And much as I love this game, it just needs work, and I hope they can fix it in the sequel. Great day. This was great, and the developers of the game, masterpiece. Please don't feel discouraged by my video. I hope everyone has a great day. I, by the way, have been great. And again, you think? Bye.